As we hit to the 1840s, especially the later 1840s, we see that the Americans were caught up in what we would call a manifest destiny. Now, it was believed to be our destiny to reach from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, as the song would say. Now, this fever was a desire to get as much land as possible. But how to get that land? First was the region of Texas. Now, many Americans had moved to Texas, being enticed there by lots of inexpensive land by the Mexican government. And that Mexican government had a tough time keeping order in that area. And they believed that bringing in more people could actually help keep that order. But as more and more Americans migrated to Texas, there was a desire for them to become their own separate republic. They didn't like the fact that the Mexicans did not agree with slavery, that the Mexican government made it a national religion to practice the Catholic religion. And so they sought, or they being the people of Texas, have sought removal from the country of Mexico. They would declare their own independence, and then the question came to us: should we annex them? As we hit 1845, we were ready to have Florida become a state in the South. And then the question went back to Texas. But it was still under the control of Mexico, and so it would only be done through war. As James Polk became president, he inherited this issue. And a war with Mexico would begin in 1846. And despite the fact that we enticed this war to happen in order for us to gain this land in the South, we dominated the Mexican army. And by 1848, we had established the terms for peace known as the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Now, we would grant the Mexican government $15 million in reparations, but at the same time, this treaty gave us the Mexican Cession, home to 7 southwestern states of current times. Then, as we started to plan our railroads to connect to this western area, we would also add the Gadsden Purchase, a southern part of Arizona and New Mexico. This manifest destiny continued with the Northwest, in which we would have joint ownership of the Oregon Territory with Great Britain, until eventually our northern border would be established. Hence, this manifest destiny would cost us lives and through war, but would add to our country the entire contiguous region that we have today.